Good morning, YouTube. Let me just reverse out of this little spotty spot. All right. Hi. Oh shit. All right. So I want to talk a little bit about. Actually, I've never really talked about it, so it's going to be the first time I talk about it right here, right now, I guess. But I have just gone through a little bit of an upgrade over the last 4 or 5 days. 4 or 5 days? How many days has it been? 5 now. Today's 5. But we're at the tail end. I don't actually believe that anything I experienced physically, 000, don't know what that means, but 000 I just seen. I don't believe that any... Oh, it's leveling. Okay. I don't believe that any physical symptoms that I have in this experience are related to me actually physically being unwell. What I believe is that when we have physical experiences that make us sick, it's not sickness, it's a chance for our bodies to re-level itself, but also upgrade. And so over the last few days I've been playing real slow, just enjoying the quiet period, but also allowing my body to adjust itself to a more balanced way of being, I guess. There's a lot of paper in the back of my car, lol. Okay, so one thing I want to talk about, well, I've just come through that, so we're here now, and one thing I want to talk about, because I feel like the time for me to open my own channel and be a little bit more transparent about what I do experience on a regular basis is here. So with that being said, one thing that I do on a regular basis is not like, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, I do. Okay, wait. One thing that I do often is experience interactions with ETs. And when I say interactions with ETs, what I generally mean is that I will have during, mostly during my lucid state, so during the state that happens before you sleep, or before you enter full dreamscape, is that I will interact with beings in that state. So in the lucid state, I interact with beings that are of other dimensions. And so they sometimes look like beings of light, which are generally ones that will guide me into my dreamscape. And then sometimes they're ones that are extraterrestrial beings that want to sometimes communicate messages and channels and all the things. And so I haven't, to this day, I haven't really I want to say expose that channel itself. Sometimes it comes through in the transmissions and activations that I provide on my Instagram, but not all the time. Sometimes it's a mixture of both. It's a mixture of beings of light and beings of extraterrestrial nature. Both are beings, just different in nature. And while the mainstream society has been made to believe that these extraterrestrial beings are or have a negative connotation to them, they actually don't. Extraterrestrial beings are beings that haven't ever experienced a physical experience, right? And some, in comparison to light beings have sometimes experienced physical experience here on Earth and have transcended back to the light, but ETs haven't. They've never experienced a physical interaction with the 5 senses and the physical experience that we do. So they like to be able to communicate messages based on what they have been able to learn through beings like myself. Beings that are open to sharing experience, but also beings that they have observed in their physical experience and what they've learned. So this morning I posted on my Instagram a channel from the blue beings is what I call them, and what they had to say. But before you think I'm lucid's the wrong word because I am always lucid, but before you think it's like negative or a little bit cuckoo, the aim of the transmissions that I provide through these beings are ones that are only to provide more cognitive understanding to the nature of our experience, as opposed to just the nature of our experience, really. And so last night when I was in my lucid state between dreamscape and waking reality, or physical reality, I want to say it's both physical reality, but let's just chill. Before I oh my god, I'm losing myself because I'm excited. When I was in that state last night, I had them enter my consciousness, and they generally show themselves. Like I'll see them in my third eye, and the way that I know it's them is that they present physically blue, or they present visually, blue, as opposed to just being channels of light, because those don't necessarily present themselves as visually anything. They'll just present cognitively and through a channel. And what they were trying to describe was the physical interaction with our metaphysical interactions. So everyone experiences physical interaction through our lived physical experience that then transcends into metaphysical, but it also happens in the reverse. So the metaphysical transcends into the physical, because we come from energy, and our energy is transcended from our organic or origin of light into this physical experience, and vice versa happens, right? So the physical experience transcends and relates back to the metaphysical experiences that we had as a light being prior to being incarnated here on earth. But yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with this story, to be honest with you, but I think as we transcend and grow and evolve as humans, a lot more interactions will happen with ETs as they help us to evolve our consciousness, but also help us to or guide us to understand more of what we really came here to experience, right? We have entered an incarnation that is physical. Everything you see here I can touch. Everything that is present in my reality is tangible to me. But what is equally tangible but not physically able to be touched is our energy that we enter with. And so as we enter the incarnation, we bring energetically all of the past lives and energies and soul remembrances of who we are as energetic beings into the physical experience to be experienced through the physical body. But as we do that, we also experience a physical and tangible experience that transcends back into the energetic being that we are at our nature. I hope that makes sense. Does it make sense? I'm channeling, so like sometimes even what I say doesn't make sense. But there's definitely an opening for me right now in my own consciousness to bring through more transmissions, like you would have seen in my last couple of videos that I've posted, that are a lot more interconnected between the metaphysical or the energy or the organic state that we come from into the physical. I don't know if that makes sense either. And to showcase that through my own experience. But I hope you're well, and I hope that if you're experiencing any physical symptoms of illness or any physical symptoms that are related to metaphysical symptoms or metaphysical energetics, that you have the awareness that it is only for your benefit. And so as you have acceptance for the benefits that will come, your body's able to transcend them into a better way of being. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna love and leave you now. And hope to God that this YouTube video makes actually any sense. And yeah, I also realized this morning that I have 40 subscribers on my YouTube, and I know that's not a lot of people, but at the same time for me it is. So that's made me really happy. But yeah, anyway, have a great day. Pay attention to where your metaphysical experience is trying to be embodied, and also have the conscious awareness to where your physical experience can be transcended back into your metaphysical, making it a holistic experience, not just one that is physical in nature. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this YouTube video back before I post it, because goddamn. Okay, big love.